up? It's your girl E Lyrics, and I'm back with another video. So, as y'all can tell by the title, your girl has reached 100 subscribers. I'm excited. You know, there's no win that's too great or too small that will ever, never be worth celebrating. So the way that we're gonna do this video to celebrate my 100 subscribers is we're gonna do a Q&A. I have some questions behind the scenes that I was asked. They wanna know, y'all wanna know, so let's get into it. All right, so first question, what inspired you to start Krabby Yams? What inspired me to start Krabby Yams? So first and foremost, I am from Florida. And down here in the dirty South, we are known for cooking and eating the meanest, the dirtiest pots of them all of seafood, especially crabs. That's number one. The actual name actually came from my mom. Her middle name is Ann, and her name came from her grandmother, my great grandmother, Annabelle. So it was a catchy name, you know what I'm saying? So it represents where I come from in both aspects, as far as where I grew up and also who raised me. Who would you say your biggest musical influence is? My biggest musical influence would definitely have to be, again, my two favorite artists of the R&B genre, which is Keke Wyatt and Brandy Norwood. I'm gonna say this because both of them actually grew up singing in church. So did I. And when you're singing in church, that's a different type of pitch projection. The strength that you gonna need to project a gospel, you know, song. If you can sing gospel, in my opinion, with the strength that you have to sing gospel, you can sing R&B. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm not saying if you sound good singing gospel, you're gonna sound good singing R&B. That's not what I said. If you can project your voice to sing gospel with the strength that you have to project that, you know, the strength of a voice is different than pitch and tone and tonality. All that is just different, you know. But that's just me being musically inclined, you know what I'm saying? Plus I'm picky about who I listen to, and you know, I'm just different. If you could work with any artist, producer, who would it be? Of course, all my favorites: Keke, Brandy, T.I. Producer, Pharrell, Warren Campbell, which is the husband of Erica from Mary Mary. Darkchild, which is Rodney Jerkins. Oh my God, he produced bangers for many artists, not to mention your girl Brandy. Yeah, that's actually how I knew about his work, from what he produced from, you know, Brandy, especially the Full Moon album. Fire. Another producer, I would say T-Pain too. And even Neo, they put out tight work as well. This next question is a little bit more personal, and I am actually honored to answer this because I myself have had my fair share of, I guess you could say, the lifestyle. But I love all people. I believe people should love who and what they choose, in my opinion. If it ain't hurting you or taking one out your pockets, you know, live your life. This question is, how do you accept your child's rainbow lifestyle when you are set on against it, but when it comes to your friends, you accept it? The way I feel about that is, as a parent, I'm not a parent first and foremost, so don't knock me for this. I'm not a parent, so I can't tell you how to feel. But me, at one point, being on the other end of the stick, you know, choosing to love how and what I want, I never allowed myself, nor will I ever allow myself, to care or consider what my parents think about the choices I make for me. Because if I'm always considering what they think and feel, then I'm always consider seeking validation from other people. That's number one. Number two, as a parent, the only thing and the only job you have when it comes to your child's decision that they choose to make for themselves, especially if it's non-violent, especially if it's not hurting anyone, is to just be respectful and supportive. It's okay to dislike it, but don't make them uncomfortable. You understand what I'm saying? It's one of those things where, of course, as a parent, you kind of maybe mentally and emotionally plan out the life that you want your child to have and grow up to have, you know, a husband and you know, grandkids and, you know, stuff like that. I think that's a natural thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because at the end of the day, you just see yourself, you know, being a part of another generation other than your children. Maybe you know, again, like I said, maybe having grandchildren. So, but again, just loving on them. you know, loving on them regardless of what decisions they make. Again, if it's not harming nobody, if it ain't taking money out of nobody's pocket, love on your baby, you know, at the end of the day. And don't feel bad for how you feel, because you're human too. You're also learning as well. And with that being said, again, just love on them. What am I avoiding? Bullshit, toxicity, fakery and fuckery. I am also avoiding people who are still traumatized and have yet to heal or forgive people who may have hurt them, you know, because I've taken the time to do that myself. So I can't be around you. I can't wear your trauma. I'm not even gonna help you carry it. I will listen to, you know what I'm saying, like the things that you know, going through, or you know, be that listening ear. But I'm talking about those people that will literally drop their baggage at your doorstep. And I'm talking about the doorstep of your heart, the doorstep of your life, and just leave it for you to carry. Or because you look good wearing yours, or because you look good after healing from yours. It's a no for me. Mwah. Go heal. Next question. What secrets am I hiding and why? I wouldn't call them secrets, but it's a great, I like how you put that question though, because then again, yes, it is a secret. What am I hiding? The moves that I'm making, moving in silence. Your silence speaks louder than anything that actually has a volume level. And what I mean by that is they'll know you when they see you. You don't have to be heard all the time. And they'll hear you when they see you. You see what I'm saying? They don't have front row seats. I just encountered something that resonated with me. They may not like it, they may not share it, but they saw it. You get what I'm saying? I watch very well who I tell what. Sometimes you have to just cut off telling people stuff, period. Instead of limiting what you say, just eliminate what you say. You know, because you just never know what people are thinking, what they are going against that you are going for. They may be praying against you. You know, they may be praying for your downfall, you know. So, yeah, we moving in silence over here. So, yes, I guess so. It is a secret. Privacy, you know. So, what is my biggest misconceptions, or what are my biggest misconceptions? I've been mistaken for sounding like I come from Georgia. Like I'm from Georgia. I've gotten North Carolina recently a couple times, but mainly Georgia. I get Georgia all the time, actually. But I'm actually born and raised here in Florida. So if you do hear Georgia in me, it's my mama's fault, because that's where she's from. Actually, she's from Georgia and North Carolina, to be exact. Okay, go dogs. So I'm going to combine these two questions because they kind of go hand in hand with my answer. What are my biggest fears, and am I a victim of trauma, and have I done enough work to heal? My biggest fear, honestly, is losing my mama. I'm just gonna be honest. We've overcame a lot, you know, being raised by a single parent who, you know, thugged it out by herself. If that ain't strength, I don't know what strength is. Am I a victim of trauma? No, I am not. I'm a survivor of it. The trauma actually came from being raised in a single parent household who all she knew was to provide. And after overcoming that trauma, I understood why she was the type of mom that she was. Doesn't mean dismissing my feelings. It just means, okay, after I done got over the trauma part, you just begin to understand. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think overcoming trauma, and you know, with my biggest fear being losing my mom, it's like, okay, I'm glad I got it right. I'm glad I'm more healed now. Have I done enough work to heal? I believe I've done more than enough, and I believe that the work is going to forever continue, in the sense of even after you are healed, you still want to make sure that you don't go back to those old ways. You don't want to be triggered. That's in my opinion, that's the hard part. After you done got healed, after you done been healed, after you've chosen to heal, them triggers is something. Them triggers is something. It's like falling and scraping your knee. Your knee is now all better, no pain, no cuts, no nothing, but you have that scar, so you're constantly reminded of what happened. So what lessons do I need to learn? I still need to learn how to calm the fuck down. My temper is so quick and hot And I know I inherited that from both of my parents. And the crazy thing about it, even from my daddy, it takes a lot to get him mad. But when he's there, it's over. My mama, it don't take much to piss her off, baby. It really don't. I'm just gonna tell y'all right now. It's the same thing here. But it also don't take much to make me happy, you know. And I feel like people like that deserve the world. So I need to also work on, or I'm gonna just say this: I've come a long way when it comes to my sensitivity, because I can be very sensitive. Somebody can look at me wrong, I'm like, and they could just simply be looking. You know, just maybe admiring how you look or what you have on. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But me, I was raised to don't stare. That's rude. But as I'm getting older, people are really sometimes could just simply be admiring you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that though. You know, I guess that's trauma, right? Anyway, if you don't stare, speak at least. But no, yeah, I think that's one of my things that I really need to work on. But I've overcome that a lot. Being sensitive actually is not a bad thing, because you want to be able to sense bullshit when people ain't shit, and when people are just about no shit at all. Like you ain't about nothing. So being sensitive is not a bad thing. But I can tend to be sensitive for the wrong reasons. So what I have done to overcome that and work on that, I will ask questions for clarity. Like when someone is asking me something or telling me something about myself that they are not intending or meaning, or you know, may not have a purpose to be you know, offend me, I'll ask for clarity. Like, what do you mean? Well, when you say this, what do you mean? Do you mean that? You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't ask questions, I'm like, well, what you know, I'm ready. I'm on go mode, because I'm gonna go by me. But it's better. It's listening to hear and not listening to respond will help a lot of sensitive levels decrease. Still be sensitive, but just for the right reasons. That's all. This one. Are you single and do you want kids? Yes and no. I am single. I have had opportunities to, you know, pursue people, but I'm just not in the mood for that. Again, going back to the whole being sensitive thing, I can sense what you want, and it's not the same thing that I do. I do not want any children. I do enjoy being an auntie, you know, a part of the village. I do not want any children. One conversation I do believe that people are not ready to have, that, you know, it just takes a certain level of maturity to be able to have this kind of conversation. Before I go there, when I hear people who are mothers or fathers say, oh, y'all don't know what y'all missing, my son is my joy, my daughter is my world, I would hope they are. You brought them in this world. I would hope they are. But if someone does not desire to be a parent, let them have that desire. And it does not mean that they're selfish, because I'm going to tell you, I done been through some things to make sure that my niece and nephew had when they were, you know, when they were with me, you know, or I'm a giving person. My friends and my siblings can tell you that. But Evelyn don't want no kids. Sure don't. I don't. In addition to that, I believe instead of, you know, forcing that on that person, you know, well, when I'm gonna get my grandkids, you need to be you need to make me an auntie, you know, stuff like that. Wouldn't you want me to desire the child first before I have it? So you want me to carry the child for 9 months knowing I don't want it, to make you happy because you want me to have it? Then that means you need to have a baby then, and not me. You understand what I'm saying? And yes, I am a firm believer that some people do not need children because they are very neglectful and sorry as hell. But anyway, that's a totally different conversation for people maybe who are parents, because you know how they feel. If you ain't got no kids, you can't speak on nothing. But anyway, no, I do not want any children. And yes, I am single, and I'm not looking in the sense of, you know, I hate love. I'm a bona fide lover girl. Anybody who knows me will tell you that. And also, I do not fall easy. I fall hard. So I'm hearing people fall in love after 2 weeks and a few days. No, I need 2 months. Is that, maybe that's just a Sagittarius in me. I don't know. I need 2 months. That ain't me. Ooh, that ain't. And then I'm also the type of person of, once I'm over you, That's it. You don't get to come back. And you know, regardless of who left who and all that. And then another thing that I've also encountered is you know how people say y'all need to learn how to close the door on people, learn how to shut the door on people, stop having a revolving door. How about leave the premises? They gonna walk through that door. You just need to make sure that you're not there. Yeah, it don't matter if they walk through the door or not. You just don't need to be there. Period. What is your favorite food and your favorite color? My favorite food is crab legs, and my favorite color is, I think it's kind of obvious, y'all. I mean, and people who know me know this about me. Even my book of manifestation is pink. Even the interior accessories in my car is pink. I mean, it's just a girl's color. You can never be too old for pink, and I don't believe that colors have an age limit. You know what I'm saying? I've been loving pink since I was a little girl. But my second favorite color is blue, as you can tell. Where do you see yourself in 2 to 5 years? On the big screen? I want to do it all. I want to do it all. You know, I saw this post on Facebook where it said stop sitting on your talents and stop sitting on your gifts and everything like that. You know, stop sitting on it. Post your content. You really don't know who watching. You might have 800 followers. This other person could be just going viral like hell with their 100K followers, and that one person from, you know, Hollywood or some big time production may see your video with your 800 followers, your 500 followers, and they say, contact me. Here's my team. Can you reach out to my team? Fill out this paperwork, not contract paperwork, but paperwork as far as just your contact information, and we want to fly you here. You understand what I'm saying? And boom, your 800, your 500 followers done went up to 100K. And then your big movie come out and boom, you at 1 million followers. You know, so I don't just want to settle for being social media famous. Sure, it's an amazing platform to actually get you there, because growing up in my era, social media wasn't as heavy for showcasing as it is now. You know, yeah, we had YouTube, MySpace, Facebook, and different Vines and stuff like that, but it's not as big now. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, even now, I've invested into a Canon camera. I can finally have, you know, I can finally just use my phone as my phone now. You know, even with an iPad, you know, investing into, or having people to invest in you. Shout out to the person that did this. You know who you are. Yeah, I just investing into your dreams, period. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna happen. Just stay consistent, but be human at the same time, because you're gonna need time for yourself. I mean, celebrities, they take vacations too. Okay, take your time. What is your perfect date night? My perfect date night, I really don't know. Something that's just simply authentic. You know, I don't have like this dream come true type of thing, because that person I am, I just want it to go right. But I would say this: the perfect date night is after we done got something to eat, we are really just winging it for the rest of the night. Like, we might just go float the city or something and run into, you know, like a party or something, or a gathering, and we just like having a good ass time, just enjoying each other, you know, flirt here, flirt there, and we just like, you know, building that rapport and you know, friendship bond, and to increase the attraction and the interest too. You know, when things go unplanned but planned perfectly, if that makes sense, that type of date night, if that makes sense. Like, we only plan to go to dinner and that's it, but then again, we hear music from over here, we're like, what's going on over there? You know, let's go wild out. And then we befriend strangers out of nowhere, and then before you know it, we done had an amazing night that leads to like this forever after. You know, not even a fairy tale, because a fairy tale can sometimes not come true, but lead to a reality tale. Feel what I'm saying? So I would say maybe planning to go on a date, but with you know, spontaneous unplanned events after dinner or something like that. When is your birthday? My birthday is December the 5th. I was born in the year of 1992. I'm a bona fide millennial and 90s baby. I love that era, even though, hold up, even though I only spent 7 years in the 90s, I still have experienced a good taste of the culture, like the music, hello, and even the attire, whether I got to wear it or got to watch my siblings and my aunties and my mom and them wear it. Okay, from the French rolls to the jewelry, the long nails, all that shit, I at least got to see it. Okay, I'm just saying. But anyway, what is your dream vacation? I don't really have a dream vacation as far as where. It's more so of who. I've always wanted to go on vacation with the person that I'm with, you know, my significant other. Again, just getting away from the norm, you know, having a different scenery. Again, it would go with that unplanned, spontaneous, adventurous, you know, experience. Something I've never experienced before. Well, I kind of have, but anyway, that don't count. Who is someone or what is something that makes you happy? I know this might sound conceited, but I make myself happy. And the things that God is doing in my life, Him makes me happy. I actually should have said His name first. God makes me happy and I make myself happy. And I say that because a lot of people I hear, oh, this person needs to make you happy. Well, make sure you make him happy. Make sure you make her happy. Happiness comes from within first. That person either is going to, or either needs to multiply your happiness or add to it. Not create the happiness that you don't have already. We were taught growing up, and I'm speaking for my generation on back, that being selfish is a bad thing. The older I got, the more I realized if I don't be selfish, I'm gonna lose myself. You know, what you see when a person has approached you, or what a person sees when they approach you is happiness. What they don't know is the happiness that you're bringing yourself, and they have no choice but to match that or multiply that. Period. I spend a lot of time by myself and I enjoy that. I like to call myself an extroverted introvert. Like, I'm all for hanging out with friends. I am a people person, not a people pleaser, but I love time by myself. It could be riding around in neighborhoods, going to a park. I want to say I took myself to go see a movie by myself. I haven't gotten the experience of eating at a restaurant by myself. Well, technically I did, but like, you know, the big restaurants. But one thing I do want to actually do is get a blanket and maybe have a picnic by myself, and maybe just like work on some, you know, brainstorming with content and even music as well, just to like have sometimes when you set the tone and vibe for yourself for that alone time, me time, or that solitude that you have created, it gets you excited to have that me time, or to still be an individual. And if I may add, I don't care how in love you are with somebody, if that person really loves you, that person will allow you to still be you individually, still have your me time, because that's what makes it solid for y'all to come together and be a union. Is because when I get time to myself by myself, then it makes it worthwhile being with somebody else. Because if I don't like me, how you gonna like me, and how I'ma like you? If I don't like being by myself, how I'ma like being with somebody else, you know? But yeah. Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna combine two questions, although they are different, but we're gonna end it off with this. What is your favorite feature about yourself? That's one. And then the second one is, what is your dream car? I don't really have a favorite feature about myself. I really don't. I really, your girl really does have that much confidence. I would say this, one thing I don't like about myself are the girls up here. They're a bit heavy for somebody my height, and that's honestly about it. But other than that, overall, I do love the way I look. I don't see myself getting anything added, you know, on the back. My mama gave me enough, you know. But I just love everything about myself. I've never struggled with low self-esteem. I never will. because I love what I see in the mirror. And this has nothing to do with, or nothing against, or no offense to people who may choose to surgically, if that's the word, surgically get things done to their body to enhance what they like, or to enhance what they have, and later like it later down the line. But that's just not for me. But I don't really have a favorite feature. I love me, you know. My dream car, I have several. I'm an SUV type of girl. SUV truck type of girl. I love the G-Wagons. I love the Cadillac Escalades. I love the Expeditions. I know people who know me, I'm short, I'm 5 feet even. Like, what you want with a big ass car? Because I like big shit, duh. But no, I actually I do like the big cars, because the reason being is I like having space. I like knowing that when I'm going to Walmart getting a big ass TV, or getting things that are quite lengthy, I don't have to call nobody to, you know, help me out, to get a U-Haul or something like that, or hey, can I get your truck? No, I have enough space for me. You know, another thing that I've also experienced with having an SUV, or I'm actually on my second SUV actually, but experiencing driving an SUV in general, when I would attend my high school reunion, which is more like a cookout big block party that we normally have every year, knowing that my car has enough space for my tent and all the other utensils and big shit that I may have, you know, for my crew that you know, when we cooking, knowing that I don't have to have a second vehicle to accommodate that makes me feel good. I don't like to ask for help when I don't need it, and 99% of the time I don't ask for help. I'm just saying, because I'm always got me, you know, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, that's just whoo. So that was quite a few questions, quite the explanation, if I may add. I thank y'all for watching. Y'all that participated in the questionnaire, thank y'all so much for sending the question. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching.